People, it's that time again. It's the weekend. And the weekend means get money. It's the guru and the Swami. Yo, 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 yo. It is week 15. And we chilling out here with the guru and the Swami. And it's that time of the week where we get that money. And I don't know about you, but I got money last week. You might want to get some. Plain and simple. And these guys is giving it for the free. Now, on the other hand, go to betmosports.com. You can get all the picks versus the ones you're going to get here. That's all I can say. With that said, what's up, fellas?
What up, though?
Get this party started. And you know how we start the party. Shot o'clock.
Salute.
That bamboo is great, especially with ice in it. I love it. Woo. All right, so I need some money, so I'm turning to y'all to put some money in my pocket. With that said, let's get the party started. All right, so Guru, we're gonna start with you. Atlanta +4 at New Orleans, over on that 43.5. What you got?
9 in this one actually kind of scared me a little bit, right? We got New Orleans, a team that has beaten Atlanta 4 out of the last 5 times, including this year. They beat them week 1 by 1 point, and they was 5.5-point favorites in that one, and they was on the road in that one, and they only land 4 at home in this one against a rookie quarterback making his first start in the NFL in a hostile environment against a team that owns his team. So it's a line that's kind of tricky, and one that I'm going to stay the hell away from because it's so damn tricky that it's almost telling you to take New Orleans, right? Don't make too much sense. I do like the rookie, though. I like the rookie a lot, man. Desmond Ritter, he was kind of that dude down there in Cincinnati, man. Played a lot of years, played a lot of good quality football. He can get out there and run a little bit. He can mix it up in the passing game as well. So my best bet in this one is actually Desmond Ritter to throw a touchdown, That shouldn't be too hard, man. He got Drake London out there, a number 1 receiver that they drafted high that's been highly underutilized all season. I expect him to get him the ball early and often, and I like him to throw a touchdown, probably to Drake London.
That makes sense. Drake, the guy in Atlanta. All right, Swami, what you got?
Atlanta, New Orleans, man. Atlanta comes in as losing 4 or 5, but still's only 1 game behind Tampa Bay for first place in that NFC South, which is pretty horrible. New Orleans also is coming off losing 4 of the last 5, but them two are still only 2 games behind Tampa Bay. So you know how that makes that division look pretty sorry. Both teams went 4 out of 5 to the under the last couple of games, but head to head, they went over the last 3 times they played each other. So that I would lean towards this game pretty much going over. Like you say, you got the rookie Desmond Ritter starting for Atlanta. So the offense should be able to put up a couple of points, like you say. With his best bet, he like him to score over a touchdown. But one thing constant with rookie quarterbacks, they usually go to what they know how to do. And my man Cordell Patterson's been coming on lately. of the season. He's been healthy. So my best bet in this game is Cordell Patterson over 51.5 rushing yards. He hit this number in the last 3 games. And like I say, with the rookie out there, I'm sure they'll have some packages where he'll be throwing the ball around a little bit, but definitely be doing a lot more running out there. So, book it.
Book it. You heard that directly from the Swami.
I too would lean to the over as well. They, like you said, went over the last 3 times head to head, including the one that they played this year. And all of them kind of flew over the total, and the numbers kind of right there where it's been. So, sounds like a good overplay, definitely.
Definitely. I was thinking next week when we shoot, I think I'm gonna take a shot every time y'all drop a nugget.
That made me load up with how you had tipsy.
Yeah, did. All right, next up we got Kansas City -14 at Houston with the over under at 49.5. Swami, it's on you.
Kansas City and Houston, man. We got Kansas City coming off a close win to the Denver Broncos, where they blew a 14-point lead at the halftime. Probably my man Russell's best, not Russell's, but my man Russell Wilson's best game before getting injured. Houston's coming off probably their best game of the season, playing against their Texas rivals, my guys, the Dallas Cowboys, where they basically were winning the whole game into the last few minutes of the game. And they found a way to blow it. Like they've been doing. Houston's lost their last 8 games straight up. So you know how that go. Kansas City should and will win this game. 14 points is a heavy number to lay, but they might cover it. But Kansas City has a problem of what I call playing with their food. You know what I mean? They'll beat you, but they'll let you hang around and climb back inside of that number. I have no desire to back Houston at all, though. Don't never get that twisted. But one constant is my man Patty Mahomes. He's a stud. He's my number 1 quarterback in the league. So with that, my best bet, I like Patty Mahomes to throw for over 300.5 yards. I saw it earlier, it was at 298. I look back, it's at 300.5 yards right now. But with that being said, he's went over 300 yards in 8 games already this season. So, and Houston defense is horrible.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this: would y'all buy that half a point?
Yeah, I'd take it at 300.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just getting you what the line is, you know.
Gotcha. All right, Guru, what you got?
My best bet in this one is actually Kansas City -7.5 at the half. The Chiefs, like my man said, jumped out to a 27-0 lead last week against Denver before they took their foot off the gas thanks to a bunch of Patrick Mahomes interceptions, which is uncharacteristic of Patrick Mahomes. He threw 3 interceptions in that game, and I'm sure that he's had all week to hear about those interceptions, so I expect them to get out there and start quickly again this week. Like I say, they jumped out to a 27-0 lead against Denver before they allowed Denver to get back inside the number, which was 9 last week, and Denver actually had a chance to possibly win the game, you know. So 7.5 at the half, give me Kansas City. Also, I would lean towards the over. 4 of the last 5 between these two have gone over the total. Kansas City might take it over themselves. You know, like the Swami said, Houston played Dallas tough last week, and they went over the total against a very good Dallas defense. Kansas City's defense is not as good,
Definitely.
but their offense is more explosive, and they will come in this game focused. And like I said, they might take it over to 49 themselves, but I love Kansas City -7.5 at the half.
at the half. I like it. All right, next up, we got Pittsburgh +3 at Carolina with the over-under at 37.5. And we're going to take it to you, Swami. What you got?
Pittsburgh and Carolina, man. Pittsburgh is off a loss to the Lamarless Baltimore Ravens and are pretty much out of this playoff race as we speak. Carolina's pretty much on the opposite end of that spectrum, trending with a 2-game win streak, and they're only 1 game behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the top of that NFC South. Pittsburgh lost my man Pickett, and honestly, he was a rookie. He was doing pretty good, but I don't know how much the downfall is between him, Matt Trubisky, or who the other guy they say, what his name? Trubisky and what's the other one, Rudolph.
Oh, Mason Rudolph still on the team?
Yeah. They say I seen a little something where they say they might give Mason Rudolph a shot.
Say the players asking for him.
Yeah, So who knows what you're gonna get out there at Pittsburgh. Carolina's clicking right now at the right time, man. I think they're gonna make a pretty good run at that top spot in the NFC South. NFC South, and Sam Donald's looked pretty solid, and that defense picked up behind Deontay Foreman. So my best bet in this one is the Carolina Panthers on the money line.
Carolina on the money line, Guru.
Carolina beat Pittsburgh last year 34-9 in Carolina, in the same place that they'll be playing this one in. What I noticed in this one is that the total is low.
Definitely.
37.5. It was 35.5 in that one, and we got an over in that one. Sam Donald got Carolina clicking, like the Swami said. They control their own destiny, actually, in the NFC South. If they win out, they get in, which is crazy. You think that, the way that Carolina has been playing. But they're 2-0 since Sam Donald has taken over, but more surprisingly, they are averaging 27 points a game since Sam Donald has taken over. And regardless who is playing quarterback for Pittsburgh, if it's Mitchell Trubisky, I really love it over. If it's Mason Rudolph, I really love it over. So I love it over 37.5. We got 3 straight overs between these two in the regular season. And I got this total at 37.5. I'm going to take the half like Avery just asked. Am I going to buy the half? Yes, I'm going to buy the half in this case and bet it over 37.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I like it.
All right, the collarless Cardinals +1.5 at Denver with the over-under at 36.5. Guru, let's take it back to you.
No Kyler Murray, no Russell Wilson. The 2 high-paid quarterbacks are both KO'd for this one, and both teams will miss the playoffs. So if you was watching the Bet More Sports podcast and you seen that Denver was Avery's Super Bowl pick, they won't even make the playoffs. With that being said, I don't trust neither one of these quarterbacks. I like Arizona's backup, Colt McCoy, a little better than this unproven guy that they got in Denver. But what both teams will do is play defense. They will pride themselves on playing defense. This will be a grinded out, relying on the running game. If you want to go to Sunday school or church while this game on, man, you might get a better, more action than you're going to get out of this one. So I don't trust neither one of these offenses, and I love both of these defenses in this spot, and it's going to be a winter game played in Denver. Give me the under. Under 36.5. Give it to me. All day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
Twice on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I like the idea that ain't nobody going to score.
Yeah, they're gonna feature the running games in this one. So, a lot of defense, a lot of runs, a lot of quarterbacks checking down to running backs and receivers. If you got tight ends and running backs, take them over their receptions as well, because it's gonna be a lot of dinking and dunking.
Sound like it.
Yeah, a lot of dinking and dunking, man. But my best bet is under 36.5.
All right, Swami.
Arizona and Denver, man, same thing. Arizona done lost 4 of the last 5, but they happen to go over in 4 of those games out of the 5. Denver's lost their last 5, and they lost, like you say, they lost my man Russ in that Kansas City game where he actually looked his best, and the offense was actually looking his best out there. Jerry Judy looked like he was real out there, and we had little glimpses of the old Russell Wilson. But sad to say, him and Kyler Murray be out of this game to injuries, like my man said. Denver's won the last 4 head-to-head. With that being said, I like Colt McCoy. It's a battle of 2 backups. I definitely like Colt McCoy with a healthy Hollywood Brown and B-Hop out there. But like you, my friend, I don't know how much offense will be scored. Both of these teams have trended under all year. So like you, my best pick is the under 36.5. Denver's defense is still pretty good, and their offense is pretty horrible. And they went under 3 of the last 4. And like you say, with 2 backup quarterbacks, I think this one is staying well under the number inside that Denver air out there too. I also I got a strong lean. It was almost a nugget, but it's just a strong lean, man. I just think with that offense not really been clicking at all out there in Denver, and the battle of these 2 backup quarterbacks, Colt McCoy is definitely better than that guy, what's his name, Ripley or something out there in Denver. And like I say, with B-Hop and Hollywood Brown out there, I think they be able to cover this points. I would take them with that plus 1.5. It's probably a close game, might even be a 1-point game, so you're getting a half a point. In this case, I would take the half a point. Keep it up there. Or take it to 2.
Says the Swami.
Indeed.
Just so that y'all know, I did pick Denver to go to the Super Bowl.
Audible pick.
But I recanted my statement 2 podcasts ago. Check it out. Coming up, we got more with the Guru and the Swami. We'll be back. Bet more sports.
The Guru with Bet More Sports, and you can take everything you can beg, bar, and steal and bet that sweat nose parlays are much more relaxing with the mixed margarita mix and Casamigos. And always remember, drink responsibly. Till next time.
Welcome back to the Guru and the Swami podcast. If you don't know, it's the week to get money. Get money, get money, get money. They already gave y'all some locks. All I'm saying is, it's more to come. Before we go, here's to the weekend.
That's all he want to do.
Hey.
Shout out to shout out to shot.
Shout out to shot.
I know you feel good too on your weekend, boys.
You know I do. You know I do.
I ain't no hater, man. Congratulations to you and the 49ers
man,
faithful,
congratulations
man.
on winning the NFC West.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You know, I just want to thank my mom.
Man, you
my
don't
siblings.
play for the goddamn team, man. Like you getting an acceptance speech. Like you about to win an award or something.
Hey,
Crazy.
I know one thing. I'm just enjoying the moment. That's all.
It's gonna get interesting. Gonna get really, really
Oh,
interesting.
yeah. All right, let's get back to work. So I'm gonna start with you. Tennessee +3 at the Chargers, and the over/under is at 46.5.
46.
What you got?
Tennessee and the Chargers, man. Tennessee coming off a 36-22 loss to Jacksonville and have lost 3 in a row, even though they're still at the top of the division. The Chargers is coming off a tough win over the Miami Dolphins with my man Tua playing like something's going on with him still. I have no idea, but a good win for them. Good momentum going into the last 4 games of the season. That Chargers defense is pretty suspect against the run, so Tennessee should be able to move that ball with King Henry. And on the other hand, Tennessee that defense has been susceptible to the pass all year. So my man Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen and them boys should be able to throw that thing around a little bit through the air. So that over looks promising to me. I would lean definitely towards the over, but in this one, my best bet is my man Austin Eckler for an anytime touchdown, man. Eckler, he's a pretty versatile tool in that backfield. He runs that rock, and what he also does is catches a lot of passes out the backfield, man. And he's pretty much one of their top scoring machines, and I love him to get a touchdown in this game. But I have a nugget. As well as I like him to score an anytime touchdown, I like my man King Henry to get an anytime touchdown as well. Like I say, this Chargers defense is ranked like 28th against the run. So King Henry, he punishes teams that are weak against the run. So he should have a big day, and I definitely like him to score a touchdown. So book both of those.
Book it. Guru, what you got?
Swami pretty much said everything, man. Justin Herbert, he will have all his weapons at his disposal for this one. And like the Swami said, Tennessee can't stop a nosebleed when it comes to the passing game. So I like Keenan Allen, over 71.5 receiving yards. He's been targeted 14 times apiece in his last 2 games, 14 and 14 in the last 2. He was targeted 9 times in the game before that. He's been targeted at least 7 times in each game that he's played. This season, he's been over 71.5 yards in his last 2 games and 3 of the 4 games that he's played this season. He is the go-to guy for Justin Herbert, and he will have both Mike Williams and him in line with Austin Eckler and all the guys there in the lineup together. But Keenan Allen is the go-to, and they design plays for him right off the line of scrimmage. They get him the ball as often as they can, or attempt to get him the ball as often as they can. Like I said, he hasn't had less than 7 targets, and he hasn't had less than 5 receptions in none of the games that he's played, and he's been over 71.5 yards in 3 of the 4 games that he's played this season. So I like him over 71.5 yards in this one as well.
There you have it. All right, next we got Cincinnati -3.5 at Tampa Bay with the over-under at 45. And Guru, we come back to you.
Man, this one is a little tricky, man, because you get something that you don't see on a regular basis, and that's Tom Brady getting points at home. And how many of y'all out here watching is waiting for Tom Brady and these Bucks to kind of stand up and fight other than Santos? I know Santos every day, every Sunday, any given Sunday, Saturday, Thursday, or Monday, he sits in front of the TV and he waits for Tampa Bay to kind of turn the page and get back to that Super Bowl caliber team that he was able to experience live at the game a couple years ago, man. And he's kind of been sad lately, man. I've been seeing him post like, these are the Bucks that I remember. So it's not, it's kind of like the honeymoon is over.
He had a lot of jokes. He had a lot of jokes.
Yeah,
early,
the
too.
honeymoon is over, man, for Tampa Bay. And bad as I don't want to bet against Tom Brady at home getting points, and I'm not going to bet against Tom Brady at home getting points. Not saying that I don't like Cincinnati. I'm just saying I'm not going to do it. What I'm going to do is bet this game over the total. Since it has gone over the total against every NFC South team that they have played this season, and I'm talking well over the total. It's expected to be like 65 and clear in Tampa Bay. Jamar Chase is available, and Joe Burrow got his boys on deck, man. I think Joe Mixon will be back for this one. I expect this game to go well over the total, man. They got it at 45, and I think the last 3 of the last 4 meetings between the two, the total was at like 36, 37, 35, and they was going under, right? Now this total is at 45. One of those totals was at 51. I think the time before the last time, the total was at like 51, and it flew over to 51. This one right there in that 45, 50 range. The odds makers expected to go over. I expected to go over. And I also would take Joe Burrow and Tom Brady both over a touchdown and a half passing. I like the game over. I like Joe Burrow over a touchdown and a half passing. I like Tom Brady over a touchdown and a half passing. Going to be some fireworks in this one.
So which one is your best bet? Is it
all three on?
All three?
All three on.
All right. Swami, what you got?
Since it comes in this one, off a 23-10 win over the Cleveland Browns. Tampa Bay is off a 35-7 blowout to Europe boys, the San Francisco Fun Boys.
So disrespectful.
No, y'all right, man. Tampa Bay, with that, Tampa Bay is still at the top of their division right now, and I'm fighting to hold on to that position. Even though they lost 2 of the last 3, and I have been digressing the last few weeks. Got my man TB12 looking like it's time to hang it up out there for real, man.
And the man said he coming back. He possibly coming back for another season.
I seen conflicting because I seen something that said he might retire too.
He needed to retire last week.
He should have retired at the beginning of the end of last season for real. You know what I mean? But it's another story. Cincy, it's 13-4 to the under since last year, and Tampa Bay is 10-3 to the under this year. And like you said, they went under in 4 of the last 5 head-to-head. So, unfortunately, I'm on the opposite end of that spectrum of you, and my best bet is this total under the 45 points.
All right. So we got a chicken nugget?
Yeah, a little nugget too.
Shit.
A little extra, nugget. It's a bonus, man. Just watching them both play, man. Like I say, I don't trust Cincinnati with that 3.5. You definitely gonna get a prime Tom Brady fighting for his life. They do for a big game, so I think it'll be a little competitive. But right now, the Cincinnati Bengals are just playing a lot better football than Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I love Cincinnati on the money line in this game as well. But my best bet is the total under 45.
All right. I like it. Next up, Guru. New England +1 at Las Vegas. Over unders at 44.5.
Money line New England. It's a must win for New England, man. New England was able to escape Arizona on, was it Monday night or Sunday night they played?
Monday night.
Yeah, on Monday night they was able to escape Arizona with a win, and they pretty much hold their playoff fate in their own hands, right? Good luck with that because they got Miami left, they got Cincy left, and they got Buffalo left.
Damn.
So
rough.
this is
That'll be the worst schedule left.
almost a must-win for the Patriots. You got Bill Belichick going against his old offensive coordinator and Josh McDaniels, and Josh McDaniels has not looked anything like a head coach since he's been in Vegas, and Vegas is stuck with him due to that contract. They can't even let him go because it'll cost him too much money. So the Raiders aren't technically out of the playoff picture, but they are technically out of the playoff picture, if that makes sense.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
They 5-8, man. Like, they're a loss away from
Trash can land.
total elimination and the top 10 pick in the draft, man. I had my man King. Shout out to King, man. Stay Solid Clothing. He was sitting in here and he was high on the Raiders. He say, why you and Avery keep bashing my Raiders like y'all ain't getting us no respect? We just signed Devontae Adams. I wouldn't give a damn if you signed the Adams family. Your ass ain't going nowhere and you won't beat New England in this one. So money line New England. Money line New England.
Oh man, that's
The
so
Adams
funny.
family.
The Adams family.
Hey,
All right, Swami, what you got?
they might be all right with Wednesday up there on the team, man. Put at the slot like got that Cole Beasley. Hey, New England and the Raiders, man. New England coming off 27-13 win over Arizona, who's pretty much trash too. And the Raiders is coming off a loss to late game heroics of Baker Mayfield and those Rams last week. Horrible display of gamesmanship. And the Raiders really needed that game and couldn't stop that young man. Sorry, Jay Pizzle. We're gonna add you to the list too. You always holler at Raiders, man.
Definitely Jay Pizzle.
Hey, look, I'm gonna add my brother Mike too. You ain't really been talking this. I ain't heard you talk no football this year
None this year.
at all.
You've been quiet since week 1.
Yeah, but I love you, my brother.
It's quite
You
intelligent.
knew what was about that.
Yeah. But and King, we say King had the nerve to call us out in this game, talking about why haven't y'all he made a post tagging me and everything. Why haven't the Guru and the Swami said take everything you can bet, borrow, and steal and put it on my Raiders against the Rams? And
my
you know what I
gosh.
told him? I say, because you goddamn bums fuck
Mess
around and lose.
to this JV team, man. The people let Baker Mayfield go 98 yards, and
Baker Mayfield on the team for two days. And
Baker Mayfield
a
went
star.
98 yards. I had a reel about that game, so I ain't even posted.
Hey, man,
But the man went 98 yards and scored a touchdown.
and been there for 2 days.
And you think that the Patriots not gonna beat these people?
Exactly. Back to it. Like I say, New England's defense is pretty solid, and their offense has been a little suspect all year. The Raiders, on the other hand, offense has been a little productive lately, but their defense is pretty trash. Again, point to last weekend, but the teams kind of cancel each other out as far as that. But New England's went under 4 of the last 5, and the Raiders went under 3 of the last 5 games. So I'm thinking Belichick and that New England defense going to give these boys a hard time and shut that weak offense down. And I think it's going to make a nice, messy, grind them out game. And I like this total to go under as well. Under the 40. I would buy the half point, take it to 45. It's 44.5 right now. I like it under the 45 points. So that's my best bet. This New England and Raiders game under 45.
All right. Coming up, we got the Guru and the Swamis. Best of the best. We'll be back. Bet More Sports. Yo, what it do, baby? We back at it again. We got the Guru and the Swami, best of the best. If you don't know, now you know. This is where you can get a ton of money and they going to tell you. With that said, let's get the party started. Hey, best of the best prop, Guru. What you got?
Best prop.
Yep.
Keenan Allen over 7.5 receiving yards.
Swami?
Austin Eckler, anytime touchdown.
All right, best total. Swami?
Best total, Arizona and Denver under 36.5.
Guru?
Since Tampa Bay over 45.
Best team, Guru.
Best team, Kansas City minus 7.5 at the half.
Swami?
Carolina on the money line.
All right. And now it's time for the Guru and the Swami's best parlay. Swami?
All right, this week I got a full pick for you, man. I love it, too. I ain't bullshitting. I got my man Austin Eckler, anytime touchdown. I got my man King Henry, anytime touchdown. I got my man Patty Mahomes over 300.5 passing yards. And I got my man Cordell Patterson over 51.5 rushing yards. $50 on this, I won you $511.66.
Damn. I'll take it. All right, Guru, what you got?
My best parlay is Kansas City minus 7.5 at the half. Since Tampa Bay over 45. Tom Brady over a touchdown and a half. Joe Burrow over a touchdown and a half. And Keenan Allen over 71.5 receiving yards. I'm going to take the Swami's 4 pick and raise it a pick, and I'm going to give you a 5 pick. And I'm going to put $100 on that, and $100 on this 5 pick on Barstool Sports will win you $1,130.98. And if this 5 pick don't hit, I'm going to give you the football package for free for the rest of the month of December.
Oh, shit.
Book it.
Book
Take
it.
everything you can big barn steal
Book that. Book
and put it
that.
on this 5 pick.
I'm going to put the 5 pick
Hey.
in, too.
You heard the Swami. I mean, the Guru. He said it clear as day. If it don't hit, football for free for the rest of the month.
Merry Christmas.
Merry mother.
Either way.
Christmas.
And
Merry
happy,
Christmas.
And Happy New Year.
Straight up. And I
And
can
Happy
definitely
New
use the
Year.
extra Liam Hunnit. So I'll holler at you in a minute. With that said, hey, now is the time to go to the bank. It's get money time. You know what I'm saying?
Get this money.
Get money. So with that said, we appreciate y'all. BetMoreSports.com, please. Get that money. If you really want to get money, go to BetMoreSports.com.
Best of the
And
best.
we got merchandise available, man. It's coming soon in all sizes and colors.
Favorite team colors.
And you can get a shirt with the Guru and the Swami on it.
How can you
Imagine
go
walking
wrong?
around with the Guru and the Swami on the day of the game that you placing your bets. It's like extra love.
You might want to put one of these in your old lady's stocking stuffer. She'll thank you for life.
She gonna want the Guru and the Swami to stuff her stocking.
That won't happen, but just put the shirt in the stocking.
All right, y'all. Hey, thanks for chilling with us tonight.
Stuffing.
It's about money. So let's get it. With that said, we'll holler at y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Guru and the Swami. We out of here. Peace.
Till next time.